Y'all, it's your girl Sierra, Cherie Official, and I'm back with another official motherfucking video. But before I even get started, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell, because why wouldn't you want to know when your girl upload a video? This video is gonna be about self-love, as you see from the title. It's gonna be brief because your girl done seasoned some shrimp, cut with some bell peppers and some onions, and I'm about to make some shrimp and grits. I actually recorded this video probably like a week ago because my goal for the month of August was to upload a video every single week. So I'm behind. I recorded this video. I was actually doing my makeup, getting ready for work when I did the first video. But your girl just loves music, and I had my Alexa playing in the background. So I don't want y'all writing me talking about don't play music because we can't hear you, blase blase, you know. I'm actually about to get another camera. I sold my old camera because it just wasn't compact enough. But yeah, this video is gonna be not short, but very detailed and just touching bases on ways that I found my own self-love. So let's get straight into this video. Basically, I found my self-love through trial and tribulations. And when I say trials and tribulations, I know for a fact the stuff that I've been through probably would have broke any other person, but God gives his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers, and your girl is just one of his favorites, and I know this. So yeah, my self-love journey came from toxic relationships, toxic friendships, just me basically going through the motions like anybody else. We go through the motions. I've had a little bit more motion in my boat, but yeah. I don't regret anything that I've been through. It's honestly made me the person that I am today, and I just, you know, yeah. So first things first, when finding your self-love, honestly, it comes from a lot of self-isolation. It comes from really working on your shadow. Like, I know I had codependent issues. I know that I had issues with shutting down and not speaking on how I feel, and I would let shit slide, like let people talk to me crazy, and now I wish a bitch would. Two of the most important relationships in my life, honestly, those were two of the most significant, because one was emotionally draining. I'm gonna say that. Emotionally draining. I dealt with physical and verbal abuse more so than, you can probably say mental too, because it all ties in together, honestly. I used to let this person, this was like my very first serious relationship. We stayed together, you know, yeah. And if you go back in my video where I speak on an ex telling my mom that I was a dancer, this is the relationship that I'm talking about then. So I basically dealt with a lot of shit in that relationship, and a lot of shit that only a few people know. But I dealt with fighting. I dealt with, and I can say honestly, I was toxic too, because being in an environment that before I even got into that relationship, I can honestly say I was like so sweet. I'm honestly still sweet, but I was so sweet and just loving, just wanting everybody to, you know, get along. And now I don't give a fuck, because I just don't. So that relationship, the household was toxic as fuck, and I basically internalized everything, not only that I was going through, but all of the other negative energies that was in that apartment. And once that relationship was over, no lie, I was in a empty 2-bedroom apartment, sleeping on an air mattress. I didn't have a car. I was basically thugging it. And so crazy because I had a dog back then that looked just like Kingston. And he was an all black Yorkie poo, but I wasn't honestly able to take care of him because of what I was going through personally. I would go to work night and day to try to, you know, make money. And this is when I first started dancing as well. So I was trying to make money, saving up the money that I did save, you know, but still spending because I never touched this much money before. And honestly, compared to now, it wasn't even that much money. But yeah, so after that relationship, I kind of just like really went in grind mode. And I think that relationship simply because that's what taught your girl how to hustle. Like, that's what taught your girl how to hustle, how to save, and just really depend on herself, because I didn't have anybody to depend on. My mother, she wanted me to come home, but you want me to come home and you want me to stop dancing, and that's just not gonna work. That's just not gonna work, because I knew I was trying to go somewhere. And that relationship was really draining on my body. Like, I probably was like 180 something. After that relationship, I did weigh 145, and 145 does not look good on me. I'm a solid girl, so 145 is just not tea. And after that relationship, I dealt with people, but I didn't really deal with people because I was more so focused on trying to get myself together. Like, I had moved back in with my mom after my lease was up, and you know, like, although I didn't want to be there, I was grateful for being there and being out of the situation that I was in. So that relationship really taught me to hustle. And you know, well, hello, bug. But yeah, y'all say hey. So that relationship really taught me the hustle and bustle, and I literally paid my rent, which was like almost $1,000. I brought a car, which was like $1,600. That was I'm gonna say that was my second car. The first car that I had was a little piece of bullshit, and it lasted a couple months. So after that car went down the drain, I had no car. I was dependent on friends to get back and forth to work, or I would be riding around with this nigga. So yeah, I just really locked into myself. I started really focusing on myself. And even though our relationship ended, you know how relationships are, they never really end when they end. So even though our relationship had ended, I was still entertaining him, because I ain't gonna lie, like I said, I was a little toxic. So I had did some shit, and it really just our relationship just kind of would have never been the same after that. So this was like after I done put up with all your BS though. So I don't regret it. I don't. So yeah, I was still entertaining that, and this particular person was dealing with now one of their BMs. And you know how girls are. Like, I remember we went to Miami one time. You know, he was recording a video or whatever, and we were, kicking it in Miami. We were kicking it in Miami. And once we got back to Charlotte, the whole thing was for us to link back up in Charlotte, and I was gonna come over your crib, whatever. When I got there, it was a pair of earrings under the pillow. So mind you, I was toxic. I was a little petty as well. Probably a few days, maybe a week or two prior to that, I had left some lashes on the bedroom floor behind one of the bed rails. And you know, females, when they come in, they like, we gotta see what the fuck is going on, any unidentified hair. So I know this particular female saw those lashes. And he was really trying to keep both of us at the same time type. So long story short, I saw the earrings, and I think right then and there it clicked. It clicked in my head that I don't want to be doing this. Like, I don't want to be doing this. You were already, you know, my boyfriend. We lived together, whatever. It was a hell of a roller coaster, and I just don't want to be doing this. Like, I don't want to be doing this. So eventually I just kind of loved myself enough to walk away from the situation. So yeah, that was like, that's a little brief little touch on my very first serious relationship and how that relationship kind of affected me. I learned how to hustle. I learned that I'm really not competing with nobody. Like, I'm not competing with nobody. And as time and this next relationship that I'm going to talk about kind of came into play, it was really just like, you just get that, like, girl. So that was that. And after that, I really kind of just like isolated myself. I didn't really deal with niggas like that. And I don't know, I was just really healing from what I had been through in that relationship. Like, when I say what I had been through, because now you couldn't pay me to let nobody talk to me crazy. You couldn't pay me to let nobody put their hands on me. It's just, nah, we're not going. And yeah, I used to fight back. Like, when I say that house was, and I had the mindset of, oh, when it's good, it's good. When it's bad, it's bad. And it's never, you should never be in a relationship saying those type of words. Oh, when it's good, it's good. When it's bad, it's bad. Like, no. The bad definitely outweighed the good. So yeah, I stayed with my mom for about 2 years. And then I moved into my studio downtown Charlotte. And when I say your girl been doing this, like, your girl been doing this, like. But yeah, that relationship really put me on, like, go, like, nah, and a lot more happened in that relationship. But yeah, I'll kind of talk about that at a later date, because that's a little sensitive topic, not just for me, but I know how certain people feel about certain issues or whatever. So I'll talk about that in another video. But this next relationship was more so of an emotional, both of them played with my head, but this one took the cake because I knew better. Like, I knew better. And you know how you just want to see the good, the potential, and all of this shit for somebody? You can't do that. You cannot see the potential of somebody. When they show you who they are, believe them, because they're going to keep showing you who they are and keep testing you to see what you can get. Keep testing you to see what they can get by with. So I knew better. Like, we met literally the first day of the year 2019. And mind you, this was probably, because I really stopped dealing with that last relationship probably early 2016 or something like that. So this relationship met first day 2019, January 1st, 2019. I will never forget that day. So we met this particular day, and after that, literally every month it was something. Every month it was something. And at some point you'll be like, when is it gonna end? Like, when is it gonna end? It ended when I took myself out of the fucking equation. That's when it ended. I came to the point, and if you look at my video, my girl where you been video, and I'll put both of those videos at the end so you guys can go back and watch them. But I literally dealt with so much. One thing I can say, this is what I'm gonna say. One thing I can say, my very first serious relationship, I didn't deal with, you know, cheating or anything like that. Like, I can say he was faithful, but he was just crazy. Like, he was crazy dealing with his own, you know, childhood bullshit. And because a lot of shit that people put you through, it has nothing to do with you. Like, it has absolutely nothing to do with you. And I think I realized that, honestly, like last year. So when I say this journey has been a lot, it has been a lot, y'all. Like, finding self-love is not easy. It's not easy. You go through a lot of shit that you'll look back on and be like, why was I dealing with that? Like, why the fuck was I dealing with that? So yeah, but this relationship was more emotionally, mentally, and overall just manipulative as fuck. Like, I know I'm a bad bitch, and I was a bad bitch before I met you. I was traveling, I was doing shit for myself, like all of this, and then you came into the picture and really disrupted my life. Like, really disrupted my life. And that's one thing I'll say, when dating or, you know, exclusive or, you know, just dating randomly, if you're not bringing peace and positivity into my life, you got to go. Like, I can't tell y'all how many times within like the last couple months I've blocked motherfuckers simply because, why are you here? Like, why are you here? You're not benefiting my life. You're not doing anything for me. So why are you here? Like, that's been the vibe that I'm on. And in this relationship, this is where I say I really learned to love myself, because after putting up with so much BS, it comes to the point where I can't even be with you and try to heal from the shit that you put me through. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. So one day we were on the phone, and when I say I was loyal, like, I was too loyal. And I was too loyal because I know the type of female that I am. So I could have dated, had, dealt with anybody, but here I am putting up with a nigga who don't do nothing for me. Like, you're not benefiting my life. You really don't even make me happy because you keep putting me through the same bullshit every single month. Like, and if I gotta come out of character to date you, nah, you're no good for me. You're no good for me. So literally all of these things just keep happening. Thanksgiving came around, and this was really the turning point, I will say, because some shit had happened and I wasn't even hurt anymore. Like, at this point, it was nothing that you can do that could hurt my feelings. Might be a little shocking, but it was nothing that you could do that could hurt my feelings, because I'm already expecting it. And what's so crazy is, if God wants you to know something, ask. If you want to know something, Ask, and it's gonna be revealed. I remember having dreams. Like, I remember having a dream about these particular people. I remember sitting in the car. Yo, hey, Papa. Nah, he's so cute. I'm so cute. Don't lick my eye. It was even one particular situation where he had picked me up from work. Mind you, we're here in Atlanta. He lives back in Charlotte, but he was down here visiting. He would come down here every couple of weeks, every other week or something like that. And I didn't have a car at this time because I had got into a wreck literally like 2 months after I moved here, which I feel was caused because I keep fucking around with this nigga. So we're in the car. We were actually on the way to the Dorf House Chick-fil-A. He gets a call. He gets a call and literally lied. And he was a pathological liar. And I'll make a whole story time about this relationship because this really needs to be talked about. I've dealt with a lot of narcissistic people in my life, and he was one of them. On top of the relationship, the very first relationship that I had. He got a call. He lied, literally. When I say kept that lie going, I knew he was lying. So, yeah. That relationship really just taught me how to really love myself. Because although my very first serious relationship taught me how to love myself, this one really taught me how to love myself. And I might have thought I had all of the self-love prior to meeting him, but sometimes people come into your life to teach you, and this was definitely a lesson. That I feel like I've mastered. Sorry if it seems like I'm rambling, y'all, but I'm a Gemini, and this is how my mind goes. Like, so I had 2020, I'm gonna say early May 2020. He just keeps accusing me of doing this or doing that. And 9 times out of 10, if a person keeps accusing you, knowing that you've already proved how faithful you were to them, 9 times out of 10, what they're accusing you of is what they're doing. Might be a hard pill to swallow, but yeah. 9 times out of 10, what you're getting accused of is what they're doing. So I'm really just in a funky mood. Like, this is probably the beginning of COVID. And it's like, I want to heal and I want to not be in this dark space no more. And if I get emotional, don't judge me. But it's like, I don't want to be in this dark space no more. And I can't seem to climb out of it. And then on top of that, I'm still dealing with you. And what I'm trying to heal from is because of you. So I basically, one day, he called me on some bull. Like, something about his cousin told him that I don't know, I guess I was talking to or dealing with some guy from like his hometown area, and she was the one dealing with him, but because he was in Atlanta and they saw that I liked his picture or something, or he had just followed me or something, some bullshit. And that's literally what I said on the phone to him. I was over it. I was over it. Like, I was done. Right then and there, I was done. Because there is no way that you've put me through so much. And I've time and time again proved to you that I was faithful. You couldn't believe it because of what I look like. He also couldn't believe it because he was really a effed up person. Like, I'm not even gonna say an effed up person, but like many other people, he had some childhood stuff that he just wasn't ready to heal. And the influences that you had growing up, your father, like, all of this plays into every single human being. Some people have the option of doing the right thing. Some people have the option of not doing the right thing. And you continue to not do the right thing. So eventually somebody's going to get tired. And that tired person was me. I'm tired. You got to go. You got to go. Because how am I going to heal from the bullshit that you put me through? Meanwhile, you still coming at me. And I'm knowing that when you leave Atlanta and go back to wherever you know, doing business or living or whatever, that you own some bullshit. And I know it. Like, every single time that I had a feeling, I know for a fact that I was right. So eventually, I was just like, you know, fuck this. You got... I'm washing my hands because I cannot deal. I can't heal and be in a positive mind frame with you around me. Like, no. So I really say that's where, right then and there is where that self-love really had to come into effect. Because when I cut a motherfucker off, I cut you off. Like, I cut you off, especially if you didn't do anything positive in my life for me. Nah, not even just if you ain't do nothing positive. If I'm done, I'm done. Like Benito, like Chief Keef, I'm done. Like, nah, because I give people so many chances. And that's another thing with self-love that you can't do. Like, giving people chances gives them the opportunity to see how they're allowed to treat you. And no, I don't like it here. I don't love it here anymore. I don't even think I really even loved it there. It really was good. Like, I was good. And on top of me going through COVID, not being able to work, you stressing me the fuck out. You're not even helping pay for shit. You're not helping a goddamn thing. And it was just, what am I doing? Like, what am I doing? Like, it is no D in the world that would make me be stupid. Like, and he was so used to his charm, his looks, and the D that's all he really had to offer. That's all he had to offer. And he knew that's all he had to offer. So I was good. Like, I was good. I wasn't good, but I literally every day had to tell myself that I was good. Like, even though I'm slowly over here, bank account slowly, you know, trickling down. I'm not working. I'm not really even doing anything. That's when I really started, like, working out. I started eating good. Because then I was buying groceries. I wasn't eating out like that because I don't have income coming in. So I would go get groceries. And it was just I was just trying to find my balance again. And I started writing in my gratitude journal. I started writing just in general. And I had already, sorry y'all, Kingston just be doing some weird shit. But I had already been writing like in my journal, honestly, probably when all of the mess started occurring. So it was kind of like a documentation type, like literally it was, hey, but it was kind of like a documentation type thing or whatever. But yeah, once that trap opened back up, it was go. Like, it was go time. It was go time. I didn't have that negative energy around me blocking my blessings, because people that you're not supposed to have around you will truly and most indefinitely block your blessings. I know that's why I got into that car wreck. I know that's why I kept going through stuff. Yeah, so I just basically deaded the shit, got in my bag, literally I hopped my ass in my bag, and I was just on go. Like, I was on go because nobody does anything for me. Like, I can't call somebody and be like, hey, can you do this for me? Can you do that for me? So if I want something, if I gotta get something done, something paid for, I do that shit. And I'm blessed because not a lot of females can really say that they do that. Like, and it's a lot out here, but it's a lot that can't say that. Like, it's a lot that can't say that. So I just, honestly, I just had to love myself more than I love this person. And here I am. I'm in the apartment that I wanted to be in. My car, I love my car. Like, I love my car. I have hot water. My bills are paid. I'm able to travel when I want to. I'm able to give to myself. So that relationship really, really taught me to love myself. My very first relationship, that taught me how to hustle, how to save, and to never depend on nobody. But this relationship taught me how to love myself. I would never let nobody degrade me. I would never let nobody talk to me crazy. If you even show me a sign, a red flag, because I looked through the red, blue, green, orange. I looked past all them fucking colors, y'all. And I dealt with some shit that I could have ended way sooner than I ended it. But, you know, you live and you learn. I learned. So now I'm only attracting the things that align with myself. And that's one other thing that comes with self-love. The love that you give yourself, is the love that you will receive. Because then energetically, that'll teach people how to love you or how to handle you. And it just puts out in the universe to attract those kind of people to you. So, yeah, here I am. And you know, they always come back. Like, but can't come back here. I'm just really in like a very good space. And for the month of June, really like the end of May, from the very first day of Gemini season, which was my best friend's birthday. Y'all saw her in my last stripper vlog. And honestly, till like the 1st of July, I was showing myself so much love. Like, I had a party, a nice dinner party with a whole like event planner, venue. I had a chef make the food. I got a dress made. And I honestly did that stuff for myself, because the last two birthdays that I've had were really shit. Like, they weren't shit because I'm here, blessed and alive, but they were shit. My 2019 birthday, I had to call this motherfucker on my birthday because he so-called went broke. And basically was ashamed to call me. But I'm not even one of those type of people. Like, I never dated anybody because of their money or because of what I think they can give me. Like, I genuinely be rocking with people. He over here humping. The whole little pink thing is out, like, going hard. So I did all of that for my birthday. On top of that, I took like a 1.5-day trip to Miami. And that's where I had got my tennis bracelet, earrings, and a ring. And I put my deposit down on my Cuban link. So yeah, I did that. And then your girl went to Jamaica at the end of the month because I have a homegirl who birthday is like 2, 3, 4 days after my birthday. So I went to Jamaica for a few days. So yeah, and although players fuck up, I slipped into some old habits. And I'm human, I realize my mistakes and I take accountability. That's another part of self-love, taking accountability, because it might be one day where you'll be friends with a bitch. Let's give this example. You'll be friends with a bitch, and that same hoe that was your friend that you was telling your business to will try to use that against you. But if you take accountability and you're authentic, it won't bother you, because I'm 10 toes and I don't run with a group of girls. 9 times out of 10, if you see me, I'm gonna be by myself. So nobody can pull my card, and I love that for me. Nobody can pull my card, because I'll speak on anything that I've been through. I'll lay that shit all on the table, because that's just who I am. Like, I know what I done been through. Why would I feel a way about it? So yeah, the whole month of June, I showed myself self-love, and I just did whatever it was that I wanted to do for myself, because I've never been in the space to do that. So now that I am, why not? A few years ago, probably not even a few years ago, really the first part of my YouTube journey, you'll see that I probably had on makeup in almost every video, like the first 3 or 4 videos. Now I love my face. Like, before I invested in my skin and got like good products that work for me, I like really dealt with hyperpigmentation, and my skin was never clear. Like, it was never clear. And relationships will do that to you too, especially if it's toxic. It'll have your shit looking weird as fuck. But yeah, I invested in me some good skincare, and even before then, I would not put on makeup like any regular day, but you know, I would kind of still feel a ways about not having makeup on. Now, shoot, I might not go to the club without makeup on because I just like the whole factor of getting dolled up. But I only wear makeup to work, and during the daytime, this is she. So, yeah, like a lot of things come with self-love. Like a lot of different things come with self-love. And I said this video wasn't going to be long, but it's kind of long. It's kind of long. I'm kind of hungry. So, yeah, that's kind of how I found my self-love, y'all. I'm so grateful for like that first round of lockdown because it really made me sit with myself. So yeah, we're here now. That's old news, you know. And I ain't going back. Like, I am not going back. So yeah. And the people that I've been like attracting into my life now, like really kind of like on my frequency, and I love that for me. I love that for me. This time has really allowed me to step into my feminine energy because I've had to be so masculine for so long, and I love it here. I love it here, you know. I do. So yeah, I'm about to take Kingston out, and then I'm gonna come in here and make me some food. I'm probably gonna take a nap before work. And I got another video coming. I've already decided on what I want it to be, so I'm either gonna record that tonight or tomorrow night. Probably record it tomorrow night. But yeah, that was just a little, you know, touch on how I found my self-love. And y'all don't think these is the only two relationships that I've been in within like the last 10 years. Like, I've dealt with probably 2 other people, but you know how relationship type shit are. Like, you just be doing shit. You just be doing shit. So yeah, y'all, I hope y'all enjoy this video. I'm about to go purchase another camera. I think I'm gonna get the Sony ZV-1. Yeah, so y'all tell me what y'all think about that camera first and foremost in the comment section. Before I go though, I just want to basically tell y'all like 4 words. I honestly just sat here and thought about it. So I was just like, let me get back on here real quick before I forget. So 4 words I would say to finding self-love. Realization. You gotta realize basically what it is that's making you act the way that you act, whether that be childhood trauma, relationships, codependency. And I know where my codependency tendencies came from, but you gotta realize where yours come from. So realization. Isolation, I really feel like that's why God placed me in this position right now, because I don't think I would have been able to become this person back in Charlotte. Like, I don't have any, like, my friends are back in Charlotte, my family is back in Charlotte, and I have friends here too, but they're my girls, like, yeah. Isolation. I had to isolate from the toxicity of that relationship and really sit with myself. Sit with myself, because whether or not you know, you might be alone, but you're never alone. And that, you know, plays into part with whoever you believe in, whatever you believe in. And I just really had to visualize what it was that I wanted for my life, how I wanted to show up. And yeah, I had to isolate to become this person. I had to isolate to become this person. And now I know all of the things that I don't want in a significant other. I know all of the things that I don't want in a significant other. And now I'm realizing what it is that I want. Like, I'm realizing what it is that I want. So, realization, isolation, and the next one is healing. That isolation is going to cause you to heal. When you realize and isolate and focus on those issues that you have, and really focus on those issues that you have. Healing phase, it's not easy. You're probably gonna cry, not be able to sleep, you know. Some people might call it a dark night of the soul, but yeah, it's not easy. Healing is not easy. And anytime that I've been through something, I've had to heal myself. And that takes a lot of power. And it just makes me realize how powerful I am. So after that healing phase is mastering the lesson, basically. Implementing. You'll definitely get people that'll come in your life and basically they're tests to see if you really learned what it was that you were supposed to learn. And my story is different from everybody's, you know, spiritual journey, healing journey. So I can't really say, you know, oh, you got to do this, that, and the third, because what works for me or what worked for me may not work for you. So it just really, like I said, you'll have to isolate yourself and just talk to God. Talk to God, your ancestors, your spirit team, whoever you believe in. And yeah, I'm about to get off now because I'm getting a little emotional. Not for any reason other than, like, this is what I'm supposed to be doing.